Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band performed for the first time in 4 years over the weekend. This is one of our most beloved national musical treasures, and I want to give you some thoughts about the performance and the state of live music in general right now. Hey everybody, Chris King here with Love Live Music. If this is your first time here, please hit subscribe for me. What I do is I like to talk about live music performances. I like to listen to albums, talk about some of my favorite bands, and things like that. What I'm talking about, first of all, is Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band performed over the weekend on Saturday Night Live. This was the band's fourth performance throughout the years. Well, I take it back. It's Bruce's fourth performance. It's the E Street Band's third performance on SNL. I made a little video about it recently, and you can see where I talk about some of the older performances. But this weekend, they did two songs off of the new Bruce album, Letter to You. They did Ghosts, and then they did See You in My Dreams. Both songs were done very well. It was nice to see them rocking out. The first song, Ghost, started off with Bruce solo, kind of screaming out the first line of the song, and then boom, it kicks in with the band. And there's everybody. And it's nice to see that through COVID, there they are, and they're performing, and you know, it's nice. It's like seeing a group of old friends. You've got Niels Lofgren, who at first I thought, hey, is that Mick Mars, because he's wearing the cop hat like Mick Mars from Motley Crue does, but no, that was Niels. And you know, you got Max and Steven and Patty and you know, the younger Clemens, the professor they call him, all on stage, and everybody having a good time. And I gotta say, not the tightest Springsteen performance I've ever seen, but still rock solid and better than most when it comes to a 7 or 8 piece band they've got on stage there, hitting all the notes, and they sounded really good. They came back and did See You in My Dreams, and boy, that guitar that Steven Van Zandt was playing was something else. That hollow body, it was like a lime hollow body. That was a really awesome looking piece of musical equipment. And, you know, I feel like the themes for both of these songs are similar. Ghosts and See You in My Dreams, just about people that have gone on before us, that we're still here, and that, you know, they kind of flow together, really, coming off the album. And is the guitar that Springsteen was playing, it was interesting that he played using a capo on these songs. And I wonder, I'd read something a few months ago that he was given a guitar from a fan, and that's what he wrote the whole new album, Letter to You, on. And I wonder if that's the same guitar that he wrote the album on, and that he used a capo throughout the recording. Just something for us music nerds to talk about. One thing that I really felt, especially towards the end of the second performance, was the finality of it, was the fact that as Bruce and Patty sang the second chorus to See You in My Dreams together closely on the microphone, the sweet tenderness of that moment, and the feel that, hey man, you know, Bruce is 71, and this is quite likely his last performance on Saturday Night Live. And as they gave them a few extra seconds at the end of the second song to almost do, it looks like they were coming in to do a stage bow, but it just felt like as he was singing, he was having fun in a way that you understand, hey, this isn't going to go on forever. Nothing does. And if there's one thing that I feel really strongly about through COVID, and one thing that I've learned, is that, yeah, it doesn't go on forever. And there become times when, you know, there are some bands that play past their prime longer than they should. The COVID situation and the tours that get canceled and the things of that nature. You know, you just wonder how long we have some of these national treasures like Bruce Springsteen, like the Rolling Stones. Like, I mean, this year, Bob Dylan put out an album, and even though he's been on tour nonstop for like 30 years, he was actually going to tour specifically behind this album, which is something that he doesn't really do often at all. And so, you know, some of these chances never come around again. And as people get older, and unfortunately in the rock and roll business, you know, you're going to have a lot of our classic guys kind of age out of it. And it's just something that really I thought about as I was watching Springsteen, as I was enjoying the number, and I was thinking about just concert tours that were canceled this year. Some may or may not happen. I mean, the Stones were supposed to do another run of North American shows. They canceled those. You know, maybe they're going to do them in the summer of 2021. Maybe not. But at what point does it just never happen again? Or at what point are you... Unfortunately, did you see when The Who played at the Super Bowl? Because I didn't feel like that was a very good representation of one of the great acts to come out of the British invasion. I mean, The Who, right? I mean, you had the Beatles and the Stones and then The Who from that era. And you know, I kind of feel like they played up until their time. And they were supposed to have some more tour dates. And I'm sure that they will sell well after seeing them on the Super Bowl. I don't know if that's one that I would go to. Although I've never seen The Who. I need to get them off the bucket list. All that being said, that was my big takeaway from Springsteen on SNL, is that time, man, time is a mother. And it's not slowing down. It's not going to slow down for Bruce. He looked good. Tan, had his collar popped. Don't know why he had his collar popped. Who's he think he is? The Count from Sesame Street? You know, skin looked good, hair looked good, stylish, could still belt it out. Looks like he had trouble with one of the high notes. As if you watch it, you'll see he stretches out in the chorus in the first song in Ghost. I think it's in the second chorus, and doesn't quite make it to the note. He kind of steps back and coughs off to the side. But, you know, it was a joyful thing to watch them play. I hope that we get to see more of things like that, because I love live music. And I have a feeling that if you're clicking to watch my videos, that you also love live music, and that these things are things that make you undeniably happy in your existence to be able to experience them. And that's what I like to see, and that's what I like to talk about. You'll see some more videos popping up right now. You might want to click one and watch it, see what else I have to say. But my name is Chris King, and I love live music.